Good morning. All right, let's get to it. I got 60 seconds here, so we will bond in a second. I'll have to click that on. But let's get to the number first, and then the bonding will begin. And then we'll go from there. Give me a one. Give me a bear chart. Sorry, that name makes you uncomfortable. What do you got for me, buddy? What do you got? Got nothing but awesomeness. Let's see. Let's go through it. Let's do this. Where are you, little guy? There you are. PPI 0.4 came in higher than expected. Market should actually be going down on that. Core came in 242 on the claims versus 220, which is hot. It's a hot number. You might sell off on this. PPI is hot, which means corporate profits are lower than expected. Okay, this is what these numbers mean. I'll clip them out. We'll start looking at the charts. It's not great. None of this is great. I've seen great before. It doesn't look like this. It doesn't look like this at all. The bond market today, you're going to want to watch. You're definitely going to want to watch this bond market today because that is actually a reason for them to cut rates. How is that not going higher? Give me a second. How are you not going higher? You should be ripping. You should be ripping. Why aren't you? You're going to have to cut to stimulate to get them to buy more so that you can work this through my head. Maybe that's what everybody else is doing too. Maybe everyone else is baffled. I don't think so, though. All right, let's flip back. Let's get to it. I don't understand that. I would think you would rally. I would think. There I go, thinking again. Bum, 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 bum. Ah, that's what I want. Excellent. Come on down, guys. It's exactly what I'm looking for. Give me a second, please. You want to sell? I'll buy. All right. All right, let's get some bonding going. Let's make the magic happen today. Oh boy. Where's the camera? Yay, bonding. It should hold. Let's see. See what it does. See if you got the new pre-market low. I don't think you're going to, but let's see. What are you going to do, tough guy? You going to take it out? What, to that 76 again? Right to that level again. Once again, same level. See it? It's over and over again from Friday. Right back to it. So you don't want to break that. You definitely don't want to break Friday's level. Same level as Friday, non-farm payrolls right there. So that's everything, that level. They're not great numbers, though. So I could see selling down. I could see it. I could see weakness based upon that. What do we got going on here? Actually, you would be talking about inflation, so Bitcoin names would probably go higher. You want to watch this because it's not great data. I want to keep building this, but I don't know if I might be able to wait. I just got to watch that level. I don't know that you're going to take out a pre-market low here. You might. You certainly are setting up to, aren't you? But you haven't like broke it, like retested yet. But you might break it. We'll have to watch that really closely there. You're going to want to watch that pre-market low. Boo. You're going to retest it or just fall apart? What are you going to do? Yeah, it's not great data. But let's see. I don't know how much you're going to fall apart here. Probably more than we think, the way it's starting to set up. Straight down. Did you break it yet? Yep, you broke it. So you're breaking that level. I'd like to see the retest of that level and see what you do there. So far, I haven't gotten that. Haven't gotten there yet either. See, we active 420. See how that goes. But it's not great data. And I think that's why you're saying what you're saying here. I'm trying to see if we're going to flip back over and if we're going to hold or not. Is that it? Is that all you got? The great market crash of 830 to 833. Okay. See what it does here. Well, there it is. There's your answer.
Order partially filled.
There's your answer.
Order filled.
So let's pick at this a little bit, see what you do, see if you hold or not. I'd like to see like a pullback of some kind of retest and kind of go from there. I don't know what we're going to get, though. What to say. Let's go to the ES, go back to those levels and start getting into this. Odd numbers, that's for sure. That jobless number is going to throw us off big time. There it goes. Here comes your retest. See what you're going to do here. Should at least get some kind of undercut. Yesterday's VWAP. Oh, you're not setting up to win, that's for sure. All right, so now you're getting that undercut test. So let's see what it does here. Go from there. Say you're holding that, now you're flipping it. So you want to see if this holds or not, or you're just going to drop like a stone. This one undercut, but you never really tested it, but that's not holding either. So you're going to have to watch that and see what it does.
Order partially filled.
Go from there, but
Order filled.
certainly not holding, that's for sure. So I have to keep watching. Yeah, you're going right through it like butter. It's all right. Keep going. 417, 418 looks like what's on the menu. MSTR held. That's actually holding the best out of everything. Look at it. You're only down 10, 20 basis points. Some of these other names are getting smoked. NVIDIA down 1.5. I'm not finding any spot to hold here, not yet anyway. It's like my short's holding up the best out of everything, isn't it? That's not great. See what you're going to do. What are you going to do here? Interesting. There we go. Is that it finally? Done with your nonsense? More nonsense. 418's on the table. You haven't even tested this yet, so I know what you're doing up here. Now you broke. Same area and you broke. It's not great numbers. It's definitely inflationary. And it means corporate profits have problems. So it's pretty much a worst case scenario number for the day. If you rally on that number, then it just means that nothing's going to matter. Oh, there you go. That's the end of that. Watch if you can get that closed. If you can start closing over that. Here, let's just drop some fibs and see what's going on in our world. I thought we'd be taking more questions today, but this is what we got. We're going to be trading, it looks like. Drop some fibs. What do you got for me, tough guy? All right. That's the way you want to play it. Okay. No. Let's buy more. More of everything. Boop, boop.
Order partially filled.
Let's buy some Tesla there and see if it holds. Simple enough. It's only $1. Can't even buy a cup of coffee for $1. And there goes NVIDIA bouncing. TQQ's bouncing off that level. So cool, that worked. And this is going to go green. So that's the end of that. That made life super simple. Look, you want to watch, like when you get news like this, what you do is you pay attention to what can't break, right? Like that couldn't break. That couldn't even get through the lows. That tells you a different story than this, which basically is telling you, oh, we're going to be wild today. So, oh, already up $1 there. Yay. Boop.
Order partially filled.
Might as well trim some.
Order filled.
All right. That's why it's so important to have your levels drawn before you get into the game. Now you just want to watch. Are you going to flip this or you're not? Because if you hit that and you don't, then I'll just trim more of that and go from there. What else you got for me? Oh, you're the buy. You're the buy. All right. And then where's your low? You couldn't even break it. What's Bitcoin doing? Laughing. Okay. And what else is up? So let's go take a look at our names for a second and see what's up. SMCI, that pig. But coin's up, MSTR's up. What's that tell you? What are they going to play with today? What's low on my list? Secondary crappy names. I know you guys don't want to hear me say that, but I did. Square, CVNA. I'm surprised that's down. You know what? That's down because of PPI. That does make sense, actually. Boo. So you held yesterday's VWAP, which means you still have net buyers from yesterday there. That's good. So we got that going for us. It's better than the kick to the groin. Let's see if it can hold. Let's put this in alphabetical order, shall we? Maybe I should be looking at the one that I'm net short just a little bit. Oh, all right. Let's start locking some of this in. Because I don't understand that at all. Whole market sells off and my biggest short goes up.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
Give me a second. I got to tell somebody something. So that should have broken down when the whole market collapsed, right? For the great crash of 8:30 to 8:45. But instead, it bounced. I got to deal with the slurping. Apologies. So we'll see how that goes. TQQ's moving. MSTR. Maybe. I can't imagine that doing that. Give me a hammer. Hammer time. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, guys. I thought we'd be taking more questions today, but instead we're trading. Really bad data. You guys got to learn how to read data. I try to hammer it so much in the room. I think they're sick of me. But it is what it is. All right, so now you have the 50% demarcation line. No, it's not a fib, but it tells you do you have net sellers or net buyers. You flip our level right here, but you're struggling there. So what we'll do to make this super simple is get rid of the zero and everything that's a fib. And we'll just watch the demarcation line. So what this is telling you is we sold down. We got back over our key level, which is good, right? We got back over that, which is what you want, which is right here. You don't want to be below that level today at all. If you get below this again, you're going to have weakness during the day. You can see that, right? I'm not telling you anything you don't know. But what you'd want to do is also just, remember that you broke out here from what? Wednesday. So this would be like your drop dead level. If you gave it all back, that's what all back looks like. So you'd want to watch that. You don't want to give it all back. Give me 1 second here. What are you doing? Okay. What else am I looking at here? So you don't want to give it all back, but you got to make sure you hold here. I wouldn't be surprised to see like a retest of this and then see which one holds. Usually when you flip that 50% line, it's not immediate. Like it does take some time. So let's just watch those levels. And we'll pull this back. so that we can watch them together and go from there. Yay. But that's your level. That's what you really want to watch. You definitely want to watch that today. I can't stress that enough. That's pretty much everything. I'll tell you how your whole day is going to go right there. At least they made it simple. Thought I'd take more questions today. Sorry, guys. Data, just for those that weren't watching, was bad. Let's go take a look at the NQ, because you look completely unfazed, like completely. It's crazy. You have this whole gap down here and you couldn't even get to it. I mean, you couldn't even get into that gap. Look. That's nuts. And it was really not great news at all. Like you don't want to see jobless claims near 250, like at all. Let's go through this. So this is where you were. So you have to think about it. Like if you're going to correct, that's what a correction looks like. So, you're going to want to watch that closely. That's what a correction is going to look like. There's Monday's level right here. That test. Here's your break, right? But here, there's Friday's 8:30 non-farm payrolls, and that's where CPI was. So you can see why I mark these off, why it's so important to me. But there's non-farm payrolls. There's your low on Monday, right? Then you get your undercut. Everyone panics, right, into CPI. CPI rips you right at the same level that was the low that was non-farm payrolls. So you're going to want to watch that level pretty closely. You're not getting the bounce I wanted. So let's see how this goes here. But we're not getting that bounce, which means you just might have profit taking today. And just people panic a little bit, which is not the worst thing. It presents opportunity. But let's see what you're going to do here. Boo. Maybe it's going to backfill. Doesn't feel like it. Feels like you're going to drop. Mm-hmm. Man, this thing's going to be wild. It's going to be a wild day. It's going to be a lot of fun, but it's going to be wild. They're definitely going after the Bitcoin names, which makes sense considering that it's telling you that you have an inflationary environment. So I'm going to do this because I think it's the best thing for us to do. Give you these levels, and I want to drop this down again so you can see this, and then we'll go from there. And I'll take questions really quickly. Just drop this up in here, drop you over here, and click this back over. Good. And get rid of this. And doing stuff. I can do stuff. All right. What do I want to go over with you that I think is super important? I think that this is super important before we wrap up. Well, we're not going to wrap up. I'll take some questions, but I got to go through this because this is big. Okay, you're going to have to work with me. Work with me. I'm on the internets. All right. PPI. PPI is what they pay for something. PPI. You go and buy a burrito, right? At Chipotle. That's how it's pronounced. That burrito is $15. It costs them $8 to make the burrito. If PPI goes up, the cost to make the burrito has gone up. Okay. If you think the burrito costs are only going to go up by 2% or 0.2 for month over month, and the cost of the burrito goes up by 0.4, you make less money per burrito. This is inflation. At 0.4 is, if you have 0.4, that means that pricing, see, the thing about it is they're not going to leave the burrito at that price. They're going to raise the price of the burrito, which is then going to give you higher CPI. Okay. Which really means they probably should not be cutting rates, but they're going to do it anyway. This on the jobless claims would tell you that they have to cut rates because you were looking for 220. Anything over 250 is going to scare the bejesus out of everybody, right? So that's going to be an issue right there. Thanks, John. Just watching some things. So then next part of this that we'd have to pay attention to is core X food and energy. Without food and energy, it's going up 3.4. Okay. Without food and energy, it's gone up. With food and energy, you're up 3% versus 2.6. So this is hot. Like, this is a hot number. It's not what anybody saw coming, and that's for sure. So, you know, and you're struggling with that 50% line. So you're going to want to watch this. Now, what you're going to really want to watch, hold on one second. Let me see if they'll let me do it this way. We'll go from there. Is this what I'm looking for? Yep. Yay. So what the good news is this, you're going to be able to, okay, what's dropping on me? What's not working? The good news is this, you're going to get more data today. So at 11:30, you're going to get a bond auction, 4-week and 8-week. You get to watch how we react to that bond auction. And then you get the 30-year, which is huge. So we're going to be able to see how we react to that. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of this. You're going lower. Let's get out of you. Yep.
Order filled.
All right. Good. Good. Good.
Order cancelled.
Yeah, it is. All right. All right. So what you're seeing here, 4-week, 8-week, 15, 30, right? So what you have to do is just pay attention to this today and see how that goes. I would not sleep on that. So far, you're not really bouncing, which means to me that you're probably going to be weak off the open. And then they're going to try to see what they can take out of the market and kind of go from there. That's what I think they're going to do. That's where I think this is heading. And we'll go from there and we'll see how this goes. But it really seems like that's the play to me. So I would not sleep on that. I really think that that's where that's going. So see what this does here for a moment and watch.
Order partially
If you're going to hold that or not.
Order filled.
I don't know. You should hold here. But that was really bad. Those numbers, like really bad. This should hold. Let's see. Market's trying to hold too. Tesla's trying to hold that level. So far, buying on support's not the worst idea if it can hold here. That's exactly what you want to say. But you got to make sure it holds. So buying on those levels, not the worst idea, but we got to make sure it holds it. I don't know. Usually get some kind of undercut. Is that going to be enough, you think? Yeah, it might be. You got a positive divergence there. So maybe. Let's see what you're going to do here.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
Yep, there you go. Yay. What we do is just sell some up there at like 22, I think, maybe. Let's just sell some right there. Actually, now you're up so much. That was pretty quick.
Order
Yay.
partially filled.
Sold a little bit of it right there.
Order filled.
But now you got a double bottom and you got that RSI right there, right? So you got that positive divergence. So I just bought some right there. That's where you hear my little British guy. And then I'm just trimming as it goes up. And then I'll just hold it and then I'll just use that as a stop. So what you're looking for today on these pullbacks is you're just going to look for like super tight spots where you can try and maybe you catch it and then sell into the strength, right, as it rallies. And then hope that it holds your level. And if it does, great. I just trimmed more. And then you're hoping that it holds your level, right? So like if it goes to 223, I'd sell more. And then you're just like building the position, so to speak, and then hoping that it holds and then rallies. That's kind of where your game is today. The Bitcoin stuff's definitely the strongest. I do think they're going to buy a lot. Oh, yay, more money. But I do think that they're going to buy more of. There we go. Good. So all I did was just wait, watch, flipped right there, and that's where it was. So you heard the little British guy. And now I'm just trimming into it. And then I'm using that. So it was like 30 cents for a stop. It was like silly. So if I can get up here, then I'll just get out of the rest of that. And, half probably. And then I'd hold the rest to probably that undercut now. So I couldn't lose money on that portion. And that's what you're going to do all day today, I think. All right. Well, I guess this turned into a lesson. Yay, learning. Sorry, guys. Sorry that's how it happened today. But it is what it is. But PPI was not good. Where's the commentary? Oh. Yeah, because they're different. Mine are set up differently. They're set up from a daily chart on a 15-minute chart. AVGO. AVGO. Say, you're going to be done with this garbage all day today. I don't think it'd be flight to safety. No. Good morning from Savannah. I love Savannah. What a beautiful city, man. Absolutely beautiful city. Beautiful city. This market is not for paper hands. I'll tell you that right now. All right. I'm out of here. Guys, numbers were not great. Watch your bond markets today closely. You want to watch your bond markets today very, very closely. All right. That's it. Have a great day, guys.